Hello, hello. So today we're going to do the simple Grad Keychain. This keychain was made with cardstock. I use glitter cardstock, regular cardstock, and chipboard. I also use UV resin on this particular keychain. You can use the regular epoxy resin. I'm just going to show you how I did my design. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upload my design. So this is the image that I use. I'll show you how to upload it. You'll go right here to upload image, browse. You'll find your image. Once you find your image, you double click on your image. Once I do that, I go to complex. Select an erase tool is already selected, and I click in the spots I don't want to check to make sure that it's good. I hit preview. I see that it is good because all it was a black and white picture. Once I hit preview, I go to continue. And right here is where I would name my picture that I uploaded, my object that I uploaded. So you can change the name right here, then hit save. I already uploaded it twice, so I'm not gonna upload it. So once you do that portion, your picture appear right here. So I'm gonna click the picture and insert images. Okay. Once I insert the image, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make my design for the keychain. So right now, this design is a print then cut design. I actually want this to be a regular cut design because I'm not gonna use any printable material, no printable vinyl, no printable paper. So I'm gonna change this to a cut file by going up here to operation, hit the drop down, and I'm gonna change it to a basic cut file. The next portion of my design is the name and the year for this particular design. So the person name is Jonathan, the year, of course, is 2020. So I want these letters to be close. So what I'm gonna do is go up to advanced and I'm gonna ungroup to lines. So I'm gonna highlight the Jonathan and I want the letters to touch. So I'm gonna take the space out between the letters by going up here to letter space. And I'm just gonna hit the down arrow until I get it where I want it at. And I want them all touching for this particular design. So once I got them touching, I'm gonna go ahead at this point and for this design, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna weld these letters together. Okay, that's about where I want it. Put the 21 where I want it. Okay, this is the basic design that I did for the keychain. Hold on. Move that up a little bit because that's 21. Once I get my design how I want it, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight everything and I'm gonna group it together. Now this is where I would size it. For a keychain, I don't want it no more than 3 inches. So what I do, since this is design I want, I take the highest number and I change that to 3. This is gonna be my keychain. So I have my keychain design. So now I've got to make the different layers. So the first thing I will do after grouping these together is I'm gonna make a copy. I'm gonna hit duplicate right here. And I'm gonna sit that to the side. And that's in case I mess up something over here. I won't have to go back 50 spaces. I already have another one. So this is exactly how my design is going to look. So I'm gonna have a back piece, and then this Jonathan and 21 is actually stacked. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this group, which is a print and cut. It has a basic cut and a welding. I'm gonna make this all one piece by again going down to weld. So this is my background for my design. So right here, I don't want these cuts. I want it actually to be a straight back to it. So I don't want these cuts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to contour, and I'm gonna actually hide all the cut lines. So you'll see on my keychain for the Jonathan, I don't have the eye. I just didn't want to deal with it. So I'm gonna turn that one off. I don't want that cut. And I don't want these spaces between the O and the N showing. So I'm gonna also, excuse me, I'm gonna also turn off them cut lines. So this is the back piece, and we're ready to get the loop that we put the actual keychain, or if you were doing a necklace or a charm bracelet, that you actually put the hardware through. So the way you do that, you're gonna go over here to shape panel. Now I'm gonna use a triangle. For this, you can use a triangle, a circle, square, diamond, whatever shape you want to use. You can use the heart, but I'm gonna actually use a triangle. So I'm gonna get my triangle, and I'm gonna make a duplicate of the triangle. Then I'm gonna make one of them smaller. So the top one I'm gonna make smaller. And I'm gonna get it how I want it. Once I get this how I want it, a lot of people, especially with the circle, you can highlight it. I'm sorry. You can highlight the two images, then go up here to a line and do center. That's how you would do with the circle, with the square, with the triangle. You can just go and hit center, or you can move it yourself. Once I hit center, both of them are still highlighted. I'm gonna use the slice function because I want to cut this out. So I'm gonna hit slice, and all I'm gonna use is this part. So I can highlight this and get rid of it. Now this is gonna be my loop. So I'm gonna make it the size I want it on this keychain. Size it to how I want it, put it where I want it. This is just rough. Of course, you know, I already made the keychain, so. Okay, that's basically where I want it. I'm gonna highlight both of them, and I want this one piece. I'm gonna go ahead and weld that. So now, this is my background. So now I got my design, and now I have to make the layers for the keychain. So for the back part where the graduate is at, I'm gonna have 3 pieces of chipboard. So I make 2 duplicates, and that makes 3 pieces. Then, since the chipboard is the a color I don't want on there, I want my background to be black, I'm actually gonna cut 2 pieces of black cardstock. So I'm gonna make another 2 duplicates. Okay. So I have my 3 chipboards right here, and this right here is the black. I'm gonna change this to black. And this is gonna go, one is gonna go on the front and one is gonna go on the back. Let me show you how this is gonna look. And then we're gonna even all these up. So you're gonna align center, and that's how it would look, but it's actually 5 different layers. Okay, so for this, now that I have the background, the only part I need on here is the Jonathan and the 21. So I'm gonna ungroup this one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that, or you can delete it, I don't need it. So for Jonathan, I'm gonna have 3 pieces of chipboard, and the top is gonna be the glitter cardstock. So I need 3 chipboards, so make another copy, and then the top. So I need a total of 4. So these are gonna be chipboard. So we're gonna change the color to the chipboard color. I guess I could have highlighted them together, but oh well. So we're gonna change this to the chipboard cover. That's the 3 chipboard. And the top is gonna be glitter. So you can change this to another color. Any color is gonna be gold. So we'll do that. We're gonna do the same thing for the 21. We need a total of 4. So this is gonna be the top layer, that's gold. And this is gonna be, I don't know why I did that. What am I doing? Ungroup. I'm sorry, y'all. So we're gonna change this to the chipboard color. Once we get all our layers, then we'll just cut it as normal. So all of these chipboards, I got 3 chipboard each, and the chipboard is actually thicker than the cardstock. So that's why I like to use the chipboard. So I don't have to have 25 layers of this and 25 layers of that. I just use the thick chipboard. Okay, once we do that, we're gonna go ahead to make it. Once we go ahead to make it, we're gonna make sure everything is okay. Of course, you do know that you can move these things around on your boards in case you have scraps. You just move it around to mirror where you have it on your actual cutting mat. So you can actually move it if you got a piece of vinyl here or a piece of material here, a piece here. You can actually just put it on your mat wherever and then just go in here and move. Once you get it situated where you want, you're gonna continue, then go ahead and go to cutting. And that's what we're going to now. And I'm gonna show you me cutting it and putting it together. Okay, so I'm speaking loud because I have finished cutting them off, and of course y'all know I got my heater on. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop these out. I cut this chipboard on poster board, so let's see if this went all the way through because that's the highest setting. Oh, that went through real good. Look at that. So this is chipboard. And I did this at poster board. So that looked good. And I get the little pieces out the middle. just kind of pull the back, pull the mat back. Okay. So if you notice, I'm not going to use the dot for the J. So I won't be taking that off. I don't need that. I gotta get the rest of my stuff. So I did 3 of the chipboard, 2 of the regular cardstock, because I'm going to put 1 on the top and the bottom. And for the name Jonathan, I did 3 of the chipboard and just 1 of the glitter. Okay, so that's done. And this is the glitter cardstock, the Walmart brand. It's called pen and ink or pen and paper or some junk like that. So let's see if this went all the way through. Okay. So I need to cut this again. I'm gonna put that back in there. I'm gonna cut that one more time. I done moved out the mat, so if my Cricut is good, it'll cut on the same line. So let's see. Okay, I went back and cut that one more time. Looked like it did good, okay? So what I did, when I took this out and got ready to weed it or take it out, I noticed that it did not cut all the way through. Since I did not take it off the mat, I went ahead and put it right back in the machine and cut it on the same thing. So it cut good. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Okay, so I have everything laid out on my silicone mat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this together. So I'll put these 3 layers together. Then I put 1 black on the top, 1 black on the bottom. Then I put all the chipboard Jonathan together, all the chipboard 21 together. Then put the gold on the top of each of these. So I'm going to try putting it together with the glue. Craft Bond glue stick and this extra strength permanent glue stick. So we're gonna try that. And of course, after I finish getting them together, I'm gonna put Mod Podge on the outside to seal it. Okay. And we're just gonna stick these together. Maybe I need to get that in the camera. Okay. Sorry. And the reason I wanted to use the glue stick, the Mod Podge get kind of messy. And this is a crafting glue stick and it's permanent, so this should work. And then I'm gonna come and I'm gonna put the Mod Podge on the top to seal it. You want to make sure you get these even. As even as you can. Okay. Now I'm going to put a black on the top and a black on the bottom. This you could put leave this. You could leave this brown on the back or put another color, but since these colors are for this particular school is yellow and black, I thought I'd just do the black and the gold, so I will only need to cover this up on the back with the black, because the black is the color that I want. Okay. Okay. Put that together. So this is our base. Got glue everywhere, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put the Mod Podge on there, so it'll be fine. Now I'm gonna put the Jonathan together, the 2021, okay? Okay, I got my different elements put together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mod Podge this together. I just want that seal on it prior to me putting on the epoxy. So I'm going to Mod Podge these pieces together, and this is how it goes. The Jonathan goes on here in the 2021. So first I will put it on with the glue stick, then I'm gonna Mod Podge it on. So put some glue on the back of here. This is some really good glue. So make sure I get it exactly on here. Press that down. I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna clean off that glue that came out. You want to clean off as much glue as you can, cause when you put the epoxy and the Mod Podge on, if you have that extra glue sticking out, it's gonna settle on the glue. So we don't want it settling on the glue. So I'm just going through here, getting the little glue that came out when I pressed it down. Okay. Now another thing I should have done that I would normally do, but I'll go ahead and I'll do it now. Since I'm using the chipboard and not colored cardstock, I'm gonna go around here with a black marker. Before I put the gold on there, I should have run around that with a gold marker. So I'm just gonna go around it with black. Or you don't have to. It's not needed. But I think I like it for the cohesive look on it on the side. So I'm gonna go over that with that. So let me get my 21 on here. And I'll do that prior to me putting on the Mod Podge. So, you know what, I should have put the 1 on first. The 1 on here first. You want this to be as precise as you can get it. And I made this so that it could be flush with the bottom. I haven't stuck it on yet. I'm just trying to get it in place before I press it down. Even though I had a glue on it, I haven't pressed it down yet, so it's still maneuverable. Okay, you're gonna get it as good as you can. Now the perfectionist in you will make you mess this thing up. It'll be straight and then you go and touch it and move it. So, if you're like me, perfectionist will make you mess it up. Okay? I want that kind of, oh wait, I don't want it like that. I want it kind of cocked to the side, not that close. Okay, let me go ahead and press that down. I think I like it like that. So again, I'm gonna try to clean up some of this glue. Look at me putting it on my pajamas. You know, that's the best, one of the good things about working from home. You ain't got to get dressed if you don't want to. Okay, this is what it's gonna look like. What you think about that? So, what I'm gonna do is, I got this about where I want it. Close up my glue stick. Yep, glue stick is the way to go. Glue stick, then Mod Podge. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take some Mod Podge and I'm gonna go ahead and seal it with Mod Podge. But first, let me find a black marker. Give me a second. Okay, so I got some paint markers, and I'm gonna see if I can cover up some of this chipboard that's showing. Let's do black and gold. So this black ain't never been used. I got the primer. Okay, so all I do is I'll take it and now cover up the chipboard. If you wanted another color on there, you can do it. Oh look, I'm not even in the thing. Sorry. So all I do is take the marker and I'm gonna cover up where the chipboard is at. So that's all I'm doing. I'm gonna do black, and then I'm gonna do maybe gold and black on the letters. So that's all I'm doing. Okay, so I got it how I want it. Let me clean off some of this glue I got on here. So, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put Mod Podge on it just to seal it, because when I put the epoxy, I want to make sure that every little crack and crevice is sealed up, because I don't want the epoxy seeping through the layers. So I'm gonna take some Mod Podge, just a little bit, and I'm gonna go all over the front and the sides. I'm gonna let that dry completely, then I'm gonna turn it on the back, and I'm gonna go all over the back and the sides also. So just a little bit. I'm gonna take a little out of here. Trying to get it off the edge of that, because if I leave that on there, it's gonna actually it's gonna stick. So give me a second. Let me clean that top off, because if I don't clean it now, I'm not gonna clean it. So I'm just gonna clean the top of my Mod Podge, because I don't like to get stuff. I don't like Mod Podge on it, because I don't want my top to stick on there, and it has plenty of time. So all I'm gonna do is just gonna take this just with a regular brush, and I'm just gonna seal it. I'm gonna put thin layer on the front and on the side, let that dry completely for about an hour, and then I'm gonna turn it over and I'm gonna do the other side. So not much, just a little thin layer. Let's pick that up, put it in my hand. I'm sealing the sides, making sure I get it on the sides. And Mod Podge dries clear, but you want to make it as thin as you can, but it does dry clear. You ain't got to worry about it drying white like this. I want to get all on them sides, because remember we used the glue stick, so we weren't putting it on the sides. We was actually just sticking layers together. Going all up in them sides, making sure that's sealed. Then you don't want big globs. So just put it in there, then go back with the brush. Sealing them sides really good. We do not want the epoxy to seep into them sides, so I'm making sure I get all them layers with a layer of Mod Podge on there. Did I say Mod? I don't know why I always do that. I know it's Mod Podge. I'm getting up in there, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna clean it out, but I need to make sure I get in there, because when I put that epoxy on there, I don't want that epoxy going off in there and separating my layers. So now I'm just gonna go back through here, and I'm gonna take off the excess glue and use that glue to cover the rest of the keychain, the back part. Again, it's gonna dry clear, but you see that little white up in there? I'm gonna go through there and I'm gonna clean as much of that out as I can with my weeding tool or whatever I got, toothpick or whatever. I want as much of that out as I can, because even though it'll dry clear, it'll dry with a little hump, and you want it as flat as you can for when you put the put the epoxy on there. So you go through there, and I'm going to get my straights. And all I'm doing is just taking the excess glue out. So glue like in the, I don't know if you can see it, like the little white right there, I'm just gonna scoop it out. The white in between the letters. Can you see that? Hope you can see that. The white in between the letters, I'm just gonna run my weeding tool through there and take out the excess glue. Okay, so we'll be back. I'm gonna let this dry for about an hour. After I take the glue out, I'm gonna let it dry for about an hour, then put one more coat on there. Okay, so I got the first layer of Mod Podge on here. It's thick, it don't bend. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another layer of Mod Podge on here. And then I'm going to do the epoxy. So I'll be back. Okay, we are back. And this is the second coating of Mod Podge. It has dried. And I'm going to do this one with UV resin. I have my handy dandy nail dryer, nail lamp. And I'm just gonna put a thin layer of UV resin on here, and then I'm gonna put it in I'm gonna take my brush and put this on even. I'm just getting it in here. Now, if you don't have UV resin, you can use regular epoxy. I just thought I'd try this. The next one I'll do with epoxy. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna spread it even, because I want it all the way to the edge. This brush hard as a rock. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I probably just should have put regular resin, but we're gonna see. Get it all the way in. I got to get it in the middle between them letters. It's really thick now, but I'm gonna thin it out. I just want to get it between them letters. Okay. So let me take it, thin it out. I'm gonna scoop some on the sides. I keep forgetting about the camera. I hope y'all saw everything. So, probably should have on my gloves, but this is UV resin. It's not toxic like, well, not toxic. It's not gonna hurt you like regular resin. This can go on your skin. It's actually made for jewelry. So, I'm just trying to get it on the sides. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna scoop it out of those letters, but I'm making sure I get it on the side, all the way on the sides before I put it in my lamp. Of course, I have this on a silicone mat. So right now, I'm gonna take all this excess out. And the excess is what's between the letters. I smudged that A right there. It didn't come from the resin, but I smudged it with my dirty hands. While I was on the break, I had purple paint on my hands. So, again, I'm taking as much of this out as I can, especially in the little circles and holes through the letters. Just pushing it in, then pushing it out, taking all of it out. Let me get you close so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. So, hold on, let me get a little bit closer. Oh, sorry. Let me put it on pause, then I'll get it right. Okay. So I put the camera in my hand. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure it gets everywhere, but then I'm going down between and pushing all the excess resin off, making sure I get on the sides because I want all that seal. Get in between. And then just scooping the excess off. And yeah, again, hands are always ashy because I'm a crafter. Okay. Okay, I got about how I want it, so I'm just gonna carefully lift it if I can. And I'm going to put it in. There we go. I'm gonna put it in my nail dryer and I'm gonna do 90 seconds. So I'm gonna do 60, then I'm gonna do 30. Cause mine only go 10, 30, 60. So I'm gonna do 60, then I'm gonna do 30, then I'm gonna check. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Simple Grad Keychain. Let me grab it so you can see it. Uh-oh. I'm goofy. I almost hung myself with the headphones. So, this is a keychain we just made. I'll be doing some more later. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like a video, you can give it a thumbs down. But when you give it a thumbs down, let me know what the problem is so I can fix it, okay? Don't just give a thumbs down and don't tell me what to do to make it right for you. Below you'll find some common things that I use. My affiliate links are below. If you hit these links and you purchase something, it will not change the cost for you. However, I do get perks. It's different affiliate links down, some Amazon, some warehouse, different ones that I'm a member of. So I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow. Bye, y'all.